Hark, the herald angels sing. Picture the scene. A handful of shepherds with, perhaps just a fire for light, watching over the sheep in the care on a hillside. This carol, written by Wesley and Whitfield, with even a musical contribution from Mendelssohn, tells what happens next. They were ordinary men, hired hands, not high up on the social scale of the day. On the night shift, well, someone has to do it. I lived for 7 years next to a sheep and beef cattle farm in the Lake District. The farmer each day would come and check his sheep. They were in a fence and walled field, but it was still a constant job. The surprise, then angels appear with a personal floodlight, and imagine their surprise. It was beyond their experience and beyond their understanding, but it was a message they brought. Glory to the newborn King. A newborn King had just been born. This was highly significant to Israelite Jews. It was news they had all waited for, but it would usually be given to important leaders and not themselves. Prince George was born on the 22nd of July 2013 and will inherit the throne in many years to come. It was an important birthday then, and the birth of Jesus was even more important to the Jews and mankind going forward. It was a child with a message and a destiny. What did it mean? What does it mean to us today? Peace on earth and mercy mild. How could it be peace? The Israelites were then living in an occupied land. It was hoped that the 2 world wars would be the end of all wars. But the conflicts of Ukraine and Russia, Gaza, and the West Bank shatter that expectation. Not peace from occupation or war, but peace within. And as the next line of the carol says, peace with God. God and sinners reconciled. And that's the solution. What was the enemy that the angels talked about? If I ask you a question, do you know God? What would the answer be? Yes, we know about him. We may not believe in him, or we may not know him personally as a friend. None of us are perfect. We don't even match up to our own standards. And that is what is meant by sinners. We have not matched up to the standards of a holy God, and we are strangers, estranged from God. Then the angel's message, and this carol is good news. Some time ago, a next-door neighbour mentioned that she had not spoken to her sister for 18 years and had now been reconciled. Someone has to make the first step. God took it and sent his Son to be the Saviour of the world and reconcile us to himself. The babe of Bethlehem became the crucified Christ on Calvary and died for the wrong we have done. That is why the carol reads, joyful all, the nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. Why don't we join with the angels and say, glory to the newborn King?